Every once in a while, it's good to take on small organizational projects around your house. Like underneath my sink, which is a long overdue project. This is not the fun part, but first, take everything out. It's a lot easier to organize if you're starting with a blank slate. Plus, this is a good time to clean underneath here as well. It's a good idea to take a few quick measurements so you know how much space you're working with. I also like to take a photo so I have a reference when purchasing storage items. I like to use a liner, it helps protect the surface and make everything non-slip. There are endless storage options out there, so choose what's gonna work best for your space. Lay everything out so you make sure it all fits exactly how you want. Items I don't use often are in the back. Adding a turntable under your sink will change your life. Add drawers and be sure to utilize that vertical space. Stackable storage makes things convenient. Bonus, add hooks to the inside of that cabinet door to save extra space. Just a little clip is all you need for those gloves. Just by adding some storage containers, I have so much extra space. While I'm glad many restaurants have moved to reusable containers, I've started quite the collection. These are great for lunches and meal prepping, but I like to use them to reorganize around the house. Everyone's guilty of a random junk drawer. Grab a few containers and take the time to clean up. Great way to grab and go exactly what you need. When you purchase things where assemblies are required, you're usually left with parts and pieces. So I just reach for a container to get all that organized. Just choose the right size container and be sure to print a label so you know what those parts are for. These are also great to organize games, puzzles, and craft supplies. These are the perfect containers because they make great activity kits for kids when you're on the go.
Here's how to easily manage your pantry using bin meals. The first thing you're gonna do is invest in wire baskets for your pantry and then clear refrigerator bins. And then label each set of 2 bins with matching days of the week. Before you head to the grocery store to shop, write out your meal plan for the week. It'll save you money and time. Once you get back from the grocery store, unload your groceries right into their respective bins and separate them by pantry ingredients and refrigerator ingredients. And then when it's dinner time, you're just gonna pull your bins out for that day and your meal prep's already done for you. How easy is that?
Start with the basics, clear everything out of the space, and take a few quick measurements. What matters most is choosing something that fits the aesthetic of your space and fits correctly. You also want to take advantage of as much vertical space as you can, so a tiered system is perfect. Don't go ripping off tags and labels, arrange everything, make sure it fits, just in case you need to do any returns. For higher shelves, choose a bin so that way, instead of reaching all the way to the back, you can just pull it down and get to what you want. When it comes to returning your spices back to the cabinet, you can use an alphabetical system, but I find that a little unrealistic to maintain. A more functional way to get things organized is group everything by type. So I've got spice blends right here, and I use those a lot. Pepper up here, and I'm gonna put dried herbs over here. And those bulk spices up top in the bin. I used to love grocery shopping, but now that I switched to grocery pickup, I don't think I'm gonna go back. The best part is you never have to wait in line again. Fill up your grocery cart from the comfort of your home using your phone or your computer. This way, you get exactly what you want, and it's a huge time saver. And if you're on a budget, you can see all the prices, discounts, and your cart total all in one place. One thing that saves me a ton of time is if I'm running low on something, I can just scan that barcode. The item comes right up and I can replace exactly what I need. Conventional grocery lists are a waste of time. Just add those items directly to your cart. That way you're not doing the same work twice. Have the same account on multiple devices. That way everybody can add items to the same cart. And of course, if delivery is available in your area, that's gonna save you even more time. Oh cool, yeah, thanks for putting it in the basket. Makes it a lot easier. Get everything done in one trip by using a crate or basket. I just saved you hours every week. You're welcome. I think we all wish we had a little bit more space, but even if I had more room, I'd probably end up filling that up too. That's why a good place to start is a purge. A good principle, if you buy something new, get rid of something old. A classic trick is to start by hanging all your hangers backwards. As you wear items, put them back the correct way. That way over time, you can see what you wear versus what you don't. After a few months, anything on a backwards hanger, it might be time to say goodbye. I also like to keep a donation bin. I can fill it up with items when I run across things I don't need anymore. To really maximize space, use a hanging organizer. You can fit a lot more and it gives you more options for organization. Even in small closets, add inexpensive drawers to optimize storage. If you use a shoe rack, alternate them so they nest and take up less space. This usually gives you enough space to fit in an extra pair of shoes. Instead of fumbling with boxes on top of boxes, make the switch to more convenient storage. Much better. For piles of clothes, I like to use bins, especially on taller shelves. That way I can get to what I need really easily. Breathing room. Instead of mixing all your household laundry into one big basket, use one hamper per room and wash them one at a time. That way, when this laundry is done, it can go right back to where it came from. This will definitely help avoid any closet confusion. If you live by yourself, save even more time and just use your washer as a hamper. I love detergent pods. They're less mess and easier to use. You can also just add the pots right to your baskets. That way when you toss in your load, it's ready to go. One thing I like to do is hang the clothes right away. This also works great for anything you want to air dry. If you don't have anything built in, make your own with a shower rod. These are cheap and you can put them just about anywhere. Hanging and folding right out of the laundry will save you from any of those extra unnecessary steps. And to make your laundry life even easier, consider simplifying your wardrobe. That way you avoid the hassle of separating out your clothes. Now that's a problem solved. You can use magnets to decorate your walls. I'm just using a piece of patterned contact paper to add some texture and color to this board. Getting it started is the hardest part. Slowly remove the backing and squeegee it down. You can do the whole board, or I left a little whiteboard space for messages. Just cleaning up these edges. This is gonna be perfect for pictures, postcards, or even art. A little painter's tape as a guide to be level. Right on the line, and this thing is up and ready. Now you have a canvas and you can switch up what you display whenever you want. Easy, affordable bathroom upgrades. Take advantage of that wall space and add something like a shelf. And I love this idea of mounting a wire basket to the wall. Just use some painter's tape and marked where I need to place my hooks. And basket goes on. And when counter space is limited or non-existent, something like a small organizer can be attached to the wall too. And for any floor space, add a cart or small set of drawers. When you store your pots and pans so they just look like a junkyard, here's how to keep your cookware neat and organized. Step 1, gather and consolidate all your pots and pans. What kind of monster created this problem? This is a good time to get rid of some of your older cookware that may be a little beat up, or restore some of your cookware that can use a little TLC. Everything's sorted, now let's clean up the cabinet and get everything back in. It's a good time to clean these little spaces, get all the crumbs. If you have the space, choose a storage option that allows you to sort skillets side by side. This can even help with your lids. If you have the vertical space, choose an option that allows you to stack. Even some cabinet shelves can give you an extra layer of storage in a cabinet. This is a simple solution to add an extra level. And if you have the option, deep drawers are gonna be ideal for large pots. If you're limited on space, choose an option that allows you to store lids on the door. If your only option is to stack your pans, go ahead and add a layer of protection, like a towel. This will prevent scratches and keep those pans like new for a long time. These are just some older towels that I'm giving a second life. Whether it's a cabinet, drawer, or pantry, everybody's space is different, so choose options that'll work for you. Make sure the pots and pans you use most often are easy access. I've found that over the years, most people do not need a full set of cookware, just a few versatile pieces, less to clean, less to store.
I'm gonna show you how to organize your pantry so you always know your inventory. My first and favorite tip is to organize using levels. Using these affordable shelf risers will help you see what's in the back, what's in the middle, and what's in the front without having to shift things around. You can use clear storage bins that stack on top of each other, or even stackable freestanding shelves. Sure, seagrass baskets are pretty, but they're not really practical for a pantry. I say use wire baskets that you can see through, or clear storage bins so you can always easily visualize what you have in stock. With everything clear and visible, you can take a picture of your stock and take it with you when you go grocery shopping. Another great way to see your pantry inventory is to decant your dry goods and put them in airtight, clear storage containers that you can label and stack to make use of space. And my favorite way to keep track of what's in my pantry is to use the app Supercook. You can input all of your pantry items, and then it'll suggest all of the recipes you can make with those items. I can make over 10,000 recipes with just 32 ingredients that I have in my pantry. Awesome!
One of the easiest options is an angled drawer insert like this. To make this super functional, choose a drawer near where you prep food or cook. Now that's gonna be convenient. Oh yeah. And of course, measure to make sure you get the right fit. Look in the bathroom organization section. You can find some smaller varieties that are made for makeup, but they work perfect for spices too. Even a standard, really affordable utensil organizer works perfect. And even an expandable drawer divider can give you a custom fit. Some drawers are deep enough and you can store those spices upright. Be sure to label the top so you can clearly see what it is. Cleaning is probably nobody's favorite activity, but it's a big part of my job, so here's some tips. So like your bathroom, you don't have to clean it all at once. You can do the sink on a Monday, and on a Tuesday, do the toilet. So I'll take around 10 minutes and devote it to just a singular cleaning task, like dusting. If you have a bigger home, maybe break up these tasks by room. And if you're in a household with multiple people, start a chore chart. The best approach, especially if you're getting started, just keep it simple. but it'll really help to have everyone on the same routine week after week. And make the activity fun. Combine it with something you enjoy, like playing some music in the background or iPod on Star Wars. I also do a weekly reset. This is where I make some household goals for the next week. I can assign and schedule them out and be ready to go. If you take those mundane tasks and break them up throughout your week, they become manageable routines.
Maybe you can't roam the world right now, but you could still give your home that relaxing resort vibe. Here are some small tips to help you elevate your home experience for you and your guests. What you see when you first walk into your home really sets the tone. Keeping a fresh flower arrangement near the entrance is an instant mood boost and will liven up your space. Original packaging can be bulky and unattractive. Try transferring your products to nice glass bottles that are cohesive throughout your home. This gives your countertop a nice aesthetic look. This also helps you buy in bulk, which saves you money and wastes less plastic. Roll up your small washcloths like this and display them nicely on your countertop. I like to use a marble or wooden tray to display them. Give your bathroom a cohesive look by using high-quality white towels. Add a minimalistic and high-quality bath mat to match your towels. I like to add a throw blanket and extra pillows to give my bed that hotel feel that we all love. And remember, little details go a long way.
Do you ever find yourself in need of batteries but you don't have the right size? Battery adapters like these are a clever gadget, turning a AAA battery into a AA battery or upgrading to a D battery. And these are even designed to adapt with an adapter. So you get a lot of power options out of your AA and AAAs. The real benefit is in a pinch, you can just adapt what you have instead of running to the store. Instead of living loose in a drawer, sort and organize your batteries. I like to use simple containers. You can get more elaborate. Makes it easy to find exactly what you need. Of course, you can reuse a box for moving and storage, but I love this trick to resize a box. By making a few cuts, we can resize this box. Right down the middle, and on the other side too. With those few cuts, you can reorient and reshape the box. Now it fits and ships. With a little adhesive shelf paper, you can turn any box into a decorative storage bin. This is great to make your own custom storage boxes or decorate a box for a gift. You can even use a hot glue gun or spray adhesive and fabric to cover your box. You can even use cardboard to create custom drawer dividers. Take some measurements of that drawer so you can cut your cardboard pieces. Once you have those pieces, you'll just create a notch for a nifty interlocking system. And the best part? Customize and size those compartments to fit all your needs.
Having a big, beautiful pantry like this is awesome. But most of the time, you're dealing with a small space like this, so I'm gonna show you how to make the most of what you're working with. First things first, if you don't have a traditional pantry space, you can always use a small hall closet like this one. This used to be a broom closet, or you can use your cabinets. Make the most of vertical space between shelves, and one way to do that is putting things in clear, airtight containers that stack. To make even more use of vertical space, you can use these easy undershelf baskets that just slide right in. To keep going with our vertical space efficiency, you can use clear, stackable bins like this, and freestanding, stackable shelves like this. And you gotta make use of all your wall space, which I say includes the door with some easy, affordable, over-the-door shelves. And if you have any dead space in your kitchen, like between a fridge and a wall, or between cabinets, or even under the lip of a countertop, you can make your own easy, narrow, pull-out pantry. And if you're using deep kitchen cabinets as your pantry, add pull-out drawers to give you easy access to items and help you organize. And another thing I love to use for deep cabinet pantries like this is adjustable shelving. You can adjust the width and height of this shelving. It's super affordable, and it allows you to see everything you have in stock and organize. Yeah, see? So much better.
About a 5-ounce jar is gonna be ideal. You can use it up, replenish it before it goes bad. Take the time and do a little head count of how many spices you have. Then you'll know how many containers to purchase, but get a few more. From here, decanting will take no time at all. Just make sure everything's super clean and dry. A little spice funnel will keep things simple and clean. Also remember, if you're combining spices, put the newer ones on the bottom and the older ones on top. I like pre-printed labels. You can find them online or in specialty kitchen stores. But a regular old label maker gets the job done too. Add the expiration date on the bottom with a sticker or label and update it anytime you refill. It even helps to label the top, that way you can keep the lid and the bottle together and identify it from the top. Look for bulk options in your grocery store to make refilling really easy. Time to keep going. Picking outfits can be a hassle. Here's how to save time every morning. Before the start of the week, plan your outfits ahead of time. Let's go with that and that. I like to do this right after the laundry's finished. It makes things so much easier. Check the weather and your calendar to make sure you're planning the appropriate outfits. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hang each complete outfit up on one hanger. You can even label these with the day of the week. Hey, parents out there, closet organizers work great for kids. All my outfits are ready for the week. Now I have time to solve more problems. Here's how to maximize your week by planning ahead. Creating a meal plan will save you a lot of time and frustration every day. This all starts with what you have on hand, by checking what you have in your pantry and your freezer to use up ingredients you already have. Having your meal plan will also make it so much easier when you're making your grocery list each week. Meal kits and meal delivery services are going to be perfect for busy weeks. You'll get fresh ingredients that are pre-portioned, which is great because that means a whole lot less waste. Make sure everybody in your household gets to contribute and leave room for leftovers and meals out. Single-use plastic should be a lunch thing of the past. I've completely moved to bags like this. They're great. A light toast on that bread will help it keep its texture. Pack condiments on the side and add them right before you're ready to eat. Use your lettuce or greens as a barrier. Cheese also makes a great barrier to prevent soggy bread. Those really wet ingredients like pickles or tomatoes, keep those in the center. And when you can, choose a hard container to prevent smushing. And replace that cling wrap film with wax paper. This stuff is washable, sustainable, and it makes packing lunches fun with all the different colors and patterns you can find. Don't forget to treat your apples with saltwater solution so they don't turn brown. What really helps, prep and portion ahead of time so you can just grab and go. This is perfect for families so kids can just grab the items they want and build their own lunch. Also keep those pantry snacks organized to make the week effortless. Getting your morning started right can really set the tone for the rest of the day. One of the biggest temptations is to continually hit that snooze button. When that alarm goes off, try this. Take a few deep breaths, count down from 5, and then when you reach 1, bounce out of bed. One of the first things you should do after getting up is hydrate. Everybody's lifestyle is different, so however much time you have in the morning, it helps to list out all the things you want to accomplish before you need to get the rest of your day started. All this is a simple list of tasks you can replicate every day to help you not feel rushed. It doesn't have to be a bunch of things to cross off a list. You can start with 1 or 2 things to set the tone for your day. Once you have everything listed down, try it out for a few weeks. You can always make adjustments, and just know it's gonna take a month or 2 to establish better habits and routines. There are so many sneaky ways you can add storage to just about any space. Choose furniture with storage built right in. It's storage, extra seating, and even an extra table. I really do love multi-purpose functional furniture, especially in small spaces. I also chose this coffee table because it has hidden storage to tuck things out of sight. Open shelving can quickly become a random collection of items. So I like to use storage bins with any shelving system. This is a great way to stash stuff and declutter, even for the most disorganized. And if you have space under your bed, make sure you use it. But if you just throw things under there, you may not find them again. This is where a shallow storage bin with a lid works the best. This works great for seasonal items, things you want to keep close by, but out of the way. If you're anything like me, over the years you've probably accumulated quite the collection. When stuff is stored away, it's easy to forget how much you really have. So do an inventory. Keep the stuff you love and ditch the stuff you don't. Nope. Just in case the internet goes out. While you're at it, get rid of all those empty boxes I know you've been saving. For product boxes, after 30 days, you're just holding on to recycling. Just check them before you chuck them. Oh, that's a good hiding place. Purge those office supplies like cords and cables, and of course, remotes you don't need anymore. Let go of old phone cases and electronics that belong in a museum. It's always a good time to declutter, especially if you're planning to move. But it all doesn't have to end up in a landfill. Recycle, donate, and sell items with value.
If you love to decant your dry goods for easy visualization and organization, you can put a regular label on it, but also include a label that has the date filled with the expiration date. And speaking of labels, if you're keeping track of leftover expiration dates, I love these dissolvable labels that they use in commercial kitchens. They're so handy and they wash right off in water. Oh my gosh, so awesome. And if you love a label maker as much as I do, you can use waterproof labels on your containers and it'll go right through the dishwasher and stand up to the heat, and you can just change out the date using a dry erase marker. And for all of you hard copy devotees, you can download one of these awesome food expiration tracker PDFs and you can hang it on your refrigerator or in your pantry and make it super easy on yourself. You can use these reusable freezer storage bags and put all of the ingredients you need for one meal inside each bag. And all you have to do is label the bags with the meal name and the use by date, and then these meals never get lost or forgotten about in your freezer. And if tech's more your thing, you can use an app like Fridgely to keep track of all of your expiration dates digitally. On Fridgely, all you have to do is scan an item's barcode, click it, save it to the space that you want to store it in, like the pantry, and it'll save the expiration date for you. And you can also create an expiration dates list on your Reminders app and add the expiration dates in so it'll send you notifications when it's getting close. And if label makers, PDFs, and apps aren't your jam, just go old school and use painter's tape, masking tape, washi tape, and a Sharpie, and you're good.
We all have our daily routines, agendas we have to deal with, and goals. And an afternoon break can be the perfect time to do something for ourselves. I like to incorporate some more breathing and meditation and mindfulness. It's so beneficial at some point in your day to look away from that screen, give your eyes a break, maybe stretch, and get some fresh air, why don't you? A midday break is the perfect opportunity to focus on a goal that you might have, like learning a new language or knitting. And by taking a little break, you may have time to squeeze in a quick chore or errand. Often we're just trying to do the most, when really is what we need is a moment to recenter and refocus our day. Schedule some flexibility in your day for some me time or to get tasks done that are meaningful to you. It is that time of year for that fall decor to see the light of day. If everything's organized from the start, it should be easy to set up. If things aren't packed properly, you can end up with a surprise when it's time to decorate again. Guess it got a little warm over the year and these fake candles real melted. Be careful what you store outdoors and in your garage. Temperature sensitive items should be kept aside and stored indoors. For indoor decorations, I love a clear bin. You can see exactly what's inside. This should be a no-brainer, but label your bins as well. It's also easy to add some color coding to your seasonal bins. You can find a variety of colored and patterned duct tapes, which are perfect for the job. A bit of orange for my fall and Halloween bins. Keep things organized, separate them by room or type of decor. So when you need it, everything will be in the right place. And a simple shipping label. See you next fall. Here's how to use your smartphone to always be on time. One of the best tips I can give you is to keep a schedule right on your lock screen. Just a quick glance and I know exactly where I need to be. This is great if you're getting used to a new class schedule or for conferences. I actually learned about this at music festivals as a quick glance for set times. When you're setting appointments in your phone, never run late by accounting for travel time. Many apps will allow you to set a travel time. And these phones are so smart, even if you add a location, it'll take into account traffic from where you are to your destination. And remember, you have a digital assistant in your pocket all the time, so use it to help keep you on schedule. Hey, remind me to pick up bagels for my meeting tomorrow morning. I live by list, making notes and setting reminders. It's the best way I've found to manage what I have to do today and throughout the week. You can't be expected to remember everything, right? Of course, that calendar is great for events and obligations on a specific date. But notes and reminders are the perfect way to prioritize those small things to take care of day to day. Something I do every morning to start my day is make a list of everything that I need to accomplish. Creating a list and prioritizing is the best way to not feel overwhelmed throughout your day, and you get the satisfaction of crossing things off. If you're more of a tactile person, you can stick with note cards or Post-its. I of course keep a grocery list and schedule out the day I need to go shopping. I have a purchase list for everything I need around the house. I have a travel list that helps me not forget to book a rental car or a hotel. I have it on there and schedule it out. I also have a list for shows and upcoming concerts I want to go to. One of the most important things is as soon as you think of a task, capture it or write it down. Remind me to get my Pokemon cards from storage. Just that easy, and using voice assistants definitely helps. What I love about digital reminders is you can schedule them out for a day and time that works best. Do this so you don't forget a thing like gifts, gas, or groceries, or even gym, tan, and laundry. It's really not about the technology or which app you're using. Creating a list and sticking to it is a simple way to be more productive. An evening routine can take many forms, but you should focus on preparing yourself for the next day and ensuring you get a good night's sleep. The hardest but best place to start is to put down all those screens. Using our evenings to do something tactile is great, like puzzles, maybe coloring or art. Taking on a small creative project is the perfect way to take your mind off of everything that happened that day and get you more prepared for rest. One thing I like to do is put on a chill playlist. You can even do an audiobook. It's a great time to go over your goals or agenda. You can get your outfit ready or even prepare snacks and meals. I like taking the opportunity to focus on healthier habits like my skincare routine or making a cup of tea, which can be calming, and meditating and breathing. Setting yourself up for success the night before, trust me, future you will thank you in the morning.